Jill.
Hello.
I was wondering, what appealed to you to going on tour with Oasis then? What was the thing that grabbed you?
I think anybody'd want to go on tour with Oasis. Well, not anyone, but I mean, to go on tour with a band that's doing well, to have a job to do.
I mean, they're massive now, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think they're revolutionary yourself? Is that your phone? Is that them ringing you now?
It's not. Well,
Do they misbehave?
well, they're no worse than any of the punk bands that I used to work with in the 70s, and they were no worse than some of those sort of, you know, I mean, if you've been doing it as long as me, it's
How long have you been doing it? if you don't
20,
mind?
25 years.
25 years, really?
Yeah.
So when you've taken all these photos, have you ever taken pictures in in a compromising situation where a pop star has been doing something they maybe shouldn't have been doing?
Unfortunately, they always stop those things they shouldn't be doing. When I walk, no, they don't. But there's some things I don't photograph because it would be indiscreet. There's some things I don't photograph because they're illegal. There's some things I don't photograph because I'm not fast enough to catch them at it. Very fast, especially Liam. He's like, you'd be sauntering along and I'll be shooting it, then I'll look away and he'll have let 10 foot in the air and I'll have missed it.
You'll have missed all the
He
fun.
really pisses me off sometimes when he does that.
I understand that Noel thought you were part of the catering staff because you managed to put yourself in the background so much. Is that true?
Yes, that's right.
Did he ask you for a cup of tea then, or how did that happen?
Well, Noel tends to hang out in catering anyway. That's his spot.
Because you've been in London as well, haven't you, at the Roundhouse?
We have, yeah. I mean, it was a mad thing to do, really. This exhibition, it was far too ambitious, really. But having said that, that's how you get by. I think maybe I was cruising on the supernova, vibes, thinking, oh, let's not do a small exhibition, let's make it mega,
Massive,
you know.
definitely.
And so it's mega. It's enormous.
Are there people that are too much of a pain in the arse, and you just think, right, I'm not doing it, I'm going home?
Yeah, they're generally the untalented ones, though.
Can you mention any names?
Well, I can't because I can't remember them, which is significant. Is that not punishment enough? They're
That
so
probably is,
insignificant
yes.
that they thought they were so important that I can't remember who they are anymore. There was quite a lot like that. But the really top ones, I've not had any problems with. And also, by the time, especially in the last 10 years, I've got my own reputation. So, and they're paying me to do good stuff. They'd be wasting their own money if they said, "Oh, I don't feel like doing it," or something like that. But in the case of Oasis, I'm actually not employed by them or the record company. I've been invited to document their lives, which is a fantastic privilege. I think if you walk around this exhibition, you'll get a pretty good idea. If you can look at pictures, and you should look at pictures and take them on board and let them sort of infiltrate, you'll start to see exactly what they're like in many ways, because it's all there to be seen. But it's all open to interpretation, really. But what they give to the public is nothing really to do with them. To some degree, although they've courted publicity, there's been a strong need from the media for them to perform, and that they've been cast, if you like. So none of it is really of great significance or interest.
But they love all that, don't they? They love all that attention, do they?
They love all the attention,
Yeah.
and they've had to live with the minor side of it all. Yeah, that's right, exactly.
So what's your favourite Oasis track then?
I've got quite a few that I love. Master Plan. I heard Master Plan for the first time at Main Road, and I said to Noel, "This is marvellous. When did you write this?" And he said, "Oh, it's a B-side, you know." He's like, but I'd never heard it before. I thought Master Plan was incredible, and I really like Fade In Out from this new album.
Can you can you quote a line for me then?
From Fade In, Fade Out? Get on the roller coaster. You got to be man enough to. I can't remember the exact line, but the significance of that line is that you've got to be man enough to take on board this kind of thing. And I really like that line because I think Noel's a real good man.
Do you? He's a good bloke.
Good man.
Through and through.
Yeah.
So are you good friends with them now then, really? Rather than just a photographer who follows them or whatever, your mates? I mean, do you get to be mates with the people that you hang out with?
You know, I think I've been in this business so long because I don't actually try and be mates with any of my people that I work with particularly. But I have never spent quite such an intensive period with one bunch of artists as I have with them. I feel really passionately about them, and I hope that as long as they're doing something professional, although not to the same degree as I have been doing, that I hope I'll be able to check in with them ever so often, and that would be top for me.
Cool. Well, can you show me a couple of your favourite photos?
Yeah,
That'd be all right.
sure, yeah, with pleasure.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Portraits. I particularly like this one of Noel. I think he looks like Steve McQueen or Paul Newman or
He
something.
does look very sexy on it, doesn't he?
He is, yeah. He is and he does. He looks great.
Do you think photographers or fame actually make people attractive? Because that makes him look gorgeous, doesn't it? And when they become famous, suddenly everybody fancies stars, don't they?
Yeah.
But photographs like that sure help, don't they?
Yeah, I suppose they do. But you got to see it first.
Yeah.
And I think it's the way he holds his head, direct look, and so on. You know, I really like that one. And I mean, I like this one too, because he's got that sort of, that feeling of menace is still in there. I like that one a lot.
He's a bit like a caged animal,
Yeah.
ready to go. "Ah."
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And yet he can look so angelic and sweet as well, but he's a bit dangerous. It's
That's what
great,
the girls
isn't it?
like, don't they? Though?
Love it, yeah.
Love
Yeah.
it. Got one more?
Yep. Howard.
That's Howard.
Hi,
Hello, Howard. How you doing?
Chris Levine.
Hello, Chris Levine.
Hello.
Say hello to Jenny Powell.
Hi Jenny, how you doing?
I think that's quite.
That's beautiful.
Is that not
that one? Yeah.
Even if it wasn't our famous friends, I think that would still be a good shot.
Where was that
And,
then?
that was taken 2 days before Valentine's Day this year, I think it was.
Really?
Yeah. This has got to be one of the biggest pictures ever made. 40 foot by 30 foot high. Knoll at Main Road. I actually really like these. I don't know if you can get these on your.
Down the pub.
Yeah, this was a photo session. It took place on the day after the election. So I mean, the day the
Yeah.
election results came through, and it was also the first day that Noel played to the rest of the band, the complete recording of "Be Here Now."
Really?
So it was just such a great day
In a red pub as well.
in a red snooker club in King's Cross.
Nice
And-
sleazy area.
Yeah, and I like see, everybody wrote stuff on the board, like Noel wrote "Be Here Now," and then he wrote for Alan, "My old man's a dustman," and then Liam said, "I'm going to write something," and he wrote "Always in it, always on it, always want it," with a question mark. Who knows what that means?
Only he knows
Only
what that
he,
means,
but
doesn't
it
he?
was great, yeah.